Okay, here we are. In the eye of the tiger. I got my Akicore. I got Manova. Conjunction survival. It's the eye of the tiger. Whale of the fight. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Is no one running defense right now? Alt rock. Radio. I want 88. Let's alternative rock. Alt 102.3. There we go. Not to believe it, I'm alone. And the least I've been there.
We can uncover what was lost in the past.
And not another feel like I'm dead that day. Not another place I love. Take me all the way. Not another feel like I'm dead that day. Not another place I know. Take me all the way. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Okay, yeah. Nope. I'm surprised no one's running relics. You know what? I'm not gonna do Nova alone. Happy belated birthday, nerd. Thank you. How you doing today, Decaf? Eesh, my shoulder itches. My shoulder itches. Yeah. Yes, I'm currently listening to some pop punk. Not pop punk. Yeah, it's pop punk. Got Culver's for lunch, and as of now, don't have work tomorrow. Why don't you have work tomorrow? Machine's still down? Is the machine... Please tell me the machine's not down. Solo, public. Let's try this again. Hello, Wolf. I guess I'm doing it solo. How you doing today, Wolf? Actually no, if I'm doing solo run, I need a different frame. I need a very different frame if I'm running solo. I need my Revenant. There's a reason why I'm running Revenant, because I can protect myself with Mesmer Shield. We're doing good. Gonna clean the kitchen though. Bad and finish laundry. I just have to clean a cast iron that we didn't clean last night. I basically was tuckered out after it hit about like 8 o'clock. And I went to bed at like 8:30. Because I'm not a party person. But I had a party anyway. And I'm probably not going to have another birthday party for a good few years. It's probably going to go back to just my family spending the evening with my mother.
Pick a card, dreamer. Ooh, the asphyxiation of hearts.
Was the cake delicious? The cake was actually really good. It was Moose Tracks. The cake was great. It was Moose Tracks.
Her troops are no longer her own, but she cares little for that.
Yeah, the cake was Moose Tracks. It was good.
The Orican Neural Sentry is attempting to purge you from this place. Stand by for life support.
I miss you. You should have came. You should have came. You should have brought the family with you. Sounds like you should have brought the family with you to the party.
All manner of Orican technology may work here due to the Circulus's proximity. If you have a necromech, you may use it. Valid. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
They could streamline the relic process so much easier by making it as soon as you hit 10, the relic opens. But yeah, no. Today is a day where I'm just gonna relax. I'm just gonna play some Warframe, gonna kill some things, open some relics. We were done it from being outside by 2 p.m. Again, you should, like, if you wanted the Moose Tracks cake, what you should have done is tell the family we're going. A friend wants to see. You could have said the friend wants to see the children, so that they could celebrate and also have cake. So until then, we have to figure out a different day to get together. I'm gonna go to a different area.
The longer you hold out, the deeper I can search. But if you need to leave, extraction is ready. Stations. They aren't from the neural center. Destroy them. They are trying to replace
didn't I? Who remembers watching music videos on MTV? Who remembers that? Is it just... I know, Decaf, I know you probably do. Wolf, I know you probably do. But, like, who remembers that even till today? Because, yeah, no, I remember doing that. It was fun. It was great. But now it's no longer a thing. MTV's just kind of gone. And then when they were running out of stuff to cover because the music videos were getting less and less traction, they did, like, what was it? Something crib, where they just showed rich people's houses, or they showed fancy houses. And then they did the thing with, and then they did a thing about making cars look more fancy and a bunch of other stuff. MTV got really weird in its later years, I'm gonna be honest. Nineteen 1985. I have to replace Nourish. I might want to replace it with Roar. There we go.
Long ago, one of your kind put an end to that final desperate continuity ceremony. Her essence may still be here. These manifestations must not be allowed a foothold on Lua. Life support is at risk. Destroy them.
It's fine.
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is open.
You got stuff to do. It's perfectly fine. Gonna head to evac. There we go.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Okay. You know what? I want to play with Mesa. I want to play with Mesa. Life. What music do I want to listen to? Wow, I'm not finding anyone on like the endless form on the endless mission types. I'm not finding anyone running into these. There we go. Found some people. Watching Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle for the first time. Jumanji is it will always be a movie that I just find odd, but I also just enjoy.
Lua kept you safe after the fall, but she wasn't always kind to the Tenno. When the Void Conjunction reached its peak, the terrible things happened. If you are willing, we can uncover what was lost in the past. The Orican Neural Sentry is attempting to purge you from this place. Stand by for life support.
Yeah, Roar is a much better damage option now because it's treated as faction damage and not how Nourish is, which is a additive buff. Eat gun.
See clearly now, Tenno. Keep fighting.
Someone has a Volt.
The longer you hold out, the deeper I can search.
Ooh, 400 endo
If you need to
plus
leave,
little
extraction
plasma.
is ready.
They made this an endo farm. Make your hands clap. I should try arbitration to see if I can get anything interesting. You don't even know. I can
These
make your hands
manifestations,
clap.
they aren't country.
I can make your
Destroy
hands
them.
clap.
They are drawing from your life support.
Hello, vegan. How you doing, Ririan?
We've collected enough reactants to open your way.
Yeah, and I call Exodia destroyer of all things. Exodia, obliterate. Nah. You're a fraternizer with the elves. You've defied human supremacy. Therefore, you are to be purged like Xenos scum and Xenos loving scum that you are. For the Xenos are evil. The Xenos are demons, and they are to be purged. Purge the Xenos! Heretics are to be purged as well. Human supremacy shall reign true! I say that like that's a joke, but I'm not. But in all like all reality, if we did discover sapient aliens and they were able to interbreed with humans, my response would be no, purge the Xenos scum. My actual response, real life, would be no. We are the only ones allowed. I'm losing my mind, losing control. It would be a sin against humanity. Because they're Xeno scum. Even if they're humanoid, they're Xeno scum. Humanity number one. Humanity is the best, and we shall forever reign the best. For all others are Xenos, and Xenos are to be purged.
Thank you for the help, Tenno. You've cleared a path for me.
Don't worry, I'll take very good care of Verona. I have just the spot in the kennel for her.
The queens have sought out warframes before. Vor sought to present them with yours.
Nah, we're not Xenos. Xenos are not humans. Coffee. Coffee, 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 coffee.
Hiding Lua into Void risked the unfathomable. I fear we are seeing the consequences of that risk now. Destroy these Void-stained enemies.
Yeah, they're Xenos to us, we're Xenos to them. Therefore, because they are Xenos to us, it is our objective as humanity, the best species, to be the only species.
Another job well executed.
We also shouldn't be sending signals out in space saying where we are, because that's a terrible idea. Just waiting for them to come into, waiting for these foreign alien scum to attack us. If we could retrieve Voyager, we should probably try to retrieve Voyager. Let's do some defense. They don't mess with us because they know what happened to the natives during the Spanish conquest. Yeah, they do. Therefore, they understand. Leave us alone. Find love at first lunch. Okay. Cool. No. Gosh darn it. Okay, so we have J-Rock.
The enemy is at our doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
Such a beautiful language. Spanish is the language for people I can't say on the internet. I can't say on Twitch.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
The best language in all of existence is American, because we speak the best language. Nah. English has... Okay, Rarian, here's the thing about language. English has deviated so much from what it is, specifically in other countries, to where they are it is effectively its own language. English was a main branch, and then was the main point in which varying ways of talking have derived. Like, straight up. American is its own language now. We have words that make completely no sense if you were to talk if you were to say them in, say, England or say somewhere else entirely. There's a reason why I make the joke American is its own language, because fundamentally at the point we are now in history, it is its own language. It's similar to Japanese in how, if you understand the Japanese language, there are multiple areas of Japan where if two people are trying to talk, but they're from entirely different areas of Japan, congratulations, you might not understand what the person says. Because their form of dialect has drifted so far that it's become similar to its own language. Like, if you take someone from Osaka and try and have them try to converse with someone from, like, say, central Tokyo, they're gonna have a general gist of what you're saying, but fundamentally, the nuances are gonna be entirely different. Language is really interesting when you go into, like, full detail.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
It's also interesting because you can find words that are universally shared between all languages, which goes to show that language itself is something that derived from an original concept. Again, the best language in all existence is American, and our measurement, our system of measurement of freedom units is the best. There is no others. We measure things in we measure things in bald eagle wingspans, people. Oh, 5 meters. How many bald eagle wingspans is that? That's the true unit of measurement. Bald eagle wingspans. Don't even... Okay, here's the thing, Rarian. We kind of... Cubit is a weird measurement because technically it has 2 ways of doing it, as far as I remember. The concept of a cubit is very interesting in the fact that, as a system of measurement, it took a long time to figure out just how long a cubit was. Imagine an elephant. That's okay. That sounds like it's out of One Piece. Cito is rank 16. Resource boosters, cool. Come on, people, we can keep going. We got. I'm a Nova. I can make this go all day. People.
Very impressive, Tenno. You held them all back. Time to get out of here.
Coffee. What's arbitration? Defection. Changes in 6 minutes. No. Warframe's it's good. Today is one of those days where I'm just gonna take it slow, farm out relics, probably do some arbitrations. Play Nova, play one of my favorite frames of Nova. Nova is objectively my favorite frame. I like Protea and I like Mesa, but gonna be honest, Nova has it beat in like just fun. And the utility. By the time catapults were invented, I'm gonna be honest, they were very quickly beat out by cannons in early China.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
It did not take long for people to realize that black powder is very much a much more potent option when compressed. My back hurts. Mesa Prime Protein. I'm gonna grab the Mesa part because I don't have one. Mountain Dew Prime.
Shouldn't have.
Okay. Yeah, a medieval America, I'm gonna be honest, would just be any place outside of England? Sounds interesting, though.
Join us for the drink.
Whites and Mormon Crusaders against Native American. I read that as Khajiit. I know it says Canaanites, but I read that as Khajiit. I am Khajiit. I feel like people don't understand when I say endurance run. I mean, I can sit here for 2 hours farming things. I've sat in a Kuva farm for like an hour and a half.
Attack us, and we will counter.
Bait forward.
Ah.
Grotesque, tragic, perfect.
Brazil turned the refugee state for Jews, Hindus, and Buddhists. So I'm guessing you're doing alt history then for the genre. Similar to what Trench Crusaders did. I would recommend being careful with the aspect of things like magic or anything like that if you're going an alt history narrative, because alt history, if things like magic exist, you need to be careful because it would completely change how civilization develops. Especially with how especially in the concept of nation building, it would change how nations built themselves, how they did trade, how they interacted with other nations, etc., etc. It's the main reason why I tend to avoid alt history, unless I'm taking the Drakengard approach, which if I'm taking the Drakengard approach, it's funny, because that's how you get near. Which in itself is a paradox, but an understandable paradox. Yes, if no one knows, how the Nier and Drakengard timelines interact are very interesting, because you have Drakengard 3 into Drakengard 1 into Nier Replicant and then into Nier Automata. Basically how it works is Drakengard 3 happens because in the Kingdom of Night in Nier Automata, you end up with them creating the Black Flower, and the Black Flower requires dragons to fight it. Dragons and the Black Flower were accidentally teleported through time to the event to before Drakengard 3, in which you ended up with the story elements of dragons and the Black Flower infecting specifically the main character of Drakengard 3, which leads to the creation of one's copy making the Cult of the Watchers in Drakengard 1. And Drakengard 1 leads into what happens with Nier Replicant and how Project Gestalt happens and how all of that occurs. It's an interesting understandable it's a very interesting concept with narratively. I gotta burn through a bunch of Lith relics. Yeah, I gotta burn through some Lith. I'm gonna do the Omni one. So I'm going to change off of you. And I'm going to go to Necros. There we go. I forgot I have to turn that one off because I currently do not have the ability to do dog treats right now. Sorry about that, Ririan. I have to turn that one off. I do not have the ability at this point because the dogs are downstairs. I'm upstairs because of construction, and it's going to be like this for close to a year. Yeah, the dog treat one I have to turn off because I completely forgot. I forgot about that one. I want to put Prime to Vigor on my Necros. Treat, 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 treat. Doug, shut up! Yeah, right now I'm up. Oh yeah, so update on the streaming area situation. My room is going to be down for about like a year because we got to do the entire houses. We got to do the entire floor. We're gonna hire a company to do the flooring for the house. Thing is, they won't do just one room, so we need to basically save up the money so they can do the entire house. And that's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a hot minute.
Even as the neural sentry corrupts her best troops, she continues to send more. What is she after? The Orican neural sentry is attempting to purge you from this place. Stand by for life support.
Man, I remember what channeling was like a burst where you could use your energy to strengthen your weapon. I miss that. Desecration.
If you have a necromech, you may use it.
I don't have the augment. I should probably put Equilibrium on. If you miss elf women, then become the elf woman with a VTuber model. Job done. There's a reason why I'm never going to use a feminine-looking model. For me, it's because if I ever tell my chat, "Hey, I'm going to a convention. Should I cosplay as my avatar?" They're gonna answer with yes, just to spite me.
The longer you hold out, the deeper I can search.
They'd say
But
yes to
you
spite
need
me.
leave. Extraction is ready. Hiding Lua in the void risked the unfathomable. I fear we are seeing the consequences of that risk now. Destroy these void-stained enemies. That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Yeah, Equilibrium is probably it's going to be my better option of what to give. Generation. Okay, have fun. Be safe. God bless. Go.
The Grenier and Corvus came here in search of treasure, but only found oblivion. They are trespassers here. You are not.
My own delusion and dignity, not an own conclusion. Decaf, no! You don't. I've been hit. I've been hit. Meow 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 meow.
Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
There we go. Occucore, do the job! Go. Waiting for arbitration to become survival so I can just slap on Revenant and just farm that for a while.
Don't worry, I'll take very good care of Verona. I have just the spot in the kennel for her.
The queens have sought out warframes before. Vor sought to present them with yours. We cannot let the worm have Verona.
From the other side. Oh, he's leaving, okay.
Void manifestations, drawn to this cursed place of stolen lives. They will drain your life support unless they are destroyed.
Yeah, having Durga do that is really nice. Wow, that's a lot. Necros is at 25 on the rank. I just need to get him to 30, and I'll be happy. Phone call. Hello. Okay. No. It's keeping up fine. Yes. Okay, we'll see when you get home. Okay, love you, bye. Okay. 27. My nose itches. My nose itches. I've sniffed the bubbles and now it burns. Okay.
These manifestations, they aren't from the neural sanctuary. Destroy them. They are drawing from your life support. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
I sniffed the bubbles and now my nose burns. Okay. Equilibrium. Kuva survival. do 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 do. Oh, I don't have Nova. This is why I equipped Equilibrium, because it lets me react a lot more.
Antenna, your pellet is opened.
Goes on and 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 on. On and 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 on. What I needed was Equilibrium. Ooh, Revenant Prime part. I'll take it. Oh no, they turned you into a furry. Decaf is the one who redeemed Katsune Miku. Yeah, having Necros here is actually really helpful because it allows us to crack rocks quicker. Also, I should say this now. I'm going to be doing a different streaming schedule from here on out, to where Sunday is a guaranteed stream, Friday, and then Sunday is a guaranteed stream, and then throughout the rest of the week, I might not be live every day. I'm trying to figure out a good day that I can work with for like 3 streams a week. But how you doing, Lost? How long are you usually streaming now? Between 1 and 3 hours. Limbo Prime. One hour worth streaming. The thing about streaming nowadays is it's not really about how long you go. It's can you make clips of the stream, and that's kind of the thing about growth for the growth for specifically YouTube and growth for Twitch. Not so much Rumble, but it's about how many clips can you get in that stream, which is why a lot of like clipping channels are very good, and why YouTube Shorts is kind of pretty much the one best way to get traction. You have to more or less aim for clips now rather than time. I know Jinxie did a video about it at one point. I'm not a fan of Jinxie, but like he is correct on this. That pretty much you have to be aiming for clips, so you can so you're basically just clip farming instead of magazine farming. Yes, I had to make that joke. Yeah, you need something. You need a subject. Yeah, you need an interesting subject, or something crazy to happen. Yep, that's really downside of it. Or a wild take. Yes, that's also true. I think after this mission I'll be done for the day. Got the dogs running around outside for a bit while I clean up the porch. Did the Fullman Prime. And a lot of the time, with like making clips for things, it's either you need like you said, you need an interesting subject, something crazy to happen, or a wild take. And most of the time, that wild take is usually some form of complaining or something like that. One of the main reasons why Pirate Software blew up is because he understood how to play the flip game. He understood how to play it. And he played it very well. And then people found out when people said Pirate Software is an egotistical narcissist nepo baby. That's when he finally died.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
It's taco night in the house. Yeah, the party yesterday, it was basically just a giant homemade taco bar. So we had, like, all the fixins. And we still have a bunch of leftovers. We'll be eating tacos for a good 2 to 3 days. Forma. Nice. Yeah, having equilibrium set up like this is really nice. If I want to, I can replace equilibrium with vigor as well. to give me a benefit.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Dance Macabre is doing a lot of work. And that's Chroma. You know what would be interesting for Chroma? I have to try to build. But like every stream, I've had a good few clips every time. It's just a matter of doing said thing.
Very impressive, Tenno. You held them all back. Time to get out of here.
With that said, we are going to end stream. So thank you everyone for coming. God bless. Be safe. We're gonna see if I can raid out to anyone. Layla is live. We're going to raid out to Layla. So with that said, thank you all for watching. God bless. Be safe. I am the bundle of the cats. And I will see you all either Wednesday or Thursday. Because I have Monday is busy, Tuesday is busy. It's a lot going on. So with that said, thank you all for watching. God bless. Be safe.